Morning, everybody. I'm your spooky host, and welcome back to DK64 Randomizer. Today we're gonna do a regular season 3 race seed. Gonna hang out, gonna chat. You know how it goes here at spookyhost.com. Feel free to answer the question of the day: how could the spooky host improve the channel? I'm interested in your thoughts and feedback, gang. I want to make this the most enjoyable experience possible, and well, maybe you can help if you so desire. You don't have to if you don't want to. I will not make you do such a thing. I will not put that pressure on you. But happy Tuesday. Hope you hope everybody had a good Monday. A good Monday slash Martin Luther King. I believe it's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, right? Not just Martin Luther King Day, because those are two different guys right there. Although Martin Luther King is Martin Luther King Jr. is Martin Luther King, right? He's not just a junior, right? Good morning, Pyroki. How we doing today? Well, gang, you know how it goes. First things first, we gotta figure out what the heck is the day of the day here at spookyhost.com. We're always celebrating something, so. National Check Your Coverage Day. Like your insurance coverage? What the heck, dude? Check your coverage day, okay. Well, you guys could do that. You're awake, Pyroki? Well, that's good. Maybe, if you would like to be awake. Perhaps you would like to be asleep, in which case this is a detriment. We got National Hugging Day, Squirrel Appreciation Day, Grandma Day, Bakers, Crafters, Makers Day. It's like Etsy Day, I suppose. International Playdate Day, Sweatpants Day, Cheesy Socks Day, National Conscious Uncoupling. Let's promote amicable separation through conscious uncoupling to prevent families from being... What? What the heck does that even mean? What does this mean? Observed annually. All married have 50% will end in divorce or separation. Increase after holidays. Conscious uncoupling comes as preventions from contentious and expensive divorce. Prioritizing the need. Oh, okay. So this is not like spend a day like away from your spouse pretending like you're not a couple. But it's like maybe not getting divorced around like the kid or something. Okay, I see. Well, that's a heavy topic for this stream. That is a heavy topic. Sorry, I'm just checking the chat. Pyroki said you should call off to sleep in, but you really don't like to do that. Yeah, that's admirable. Did you have to work yesterday? National Hug Your Puppy Day. That's tempting. That's quite tempting. Granola Day. I've been having some. Own Your Home Day. Rid the World of Fad Diets and Gimmicks Day. Thank your mentor day. These days suck. Happy National Squirrel Appreciation Day. I think it's Squirrel Appreciation Day. You did, and you worked today as well. Yikes! So you're already struggling with the week. It's 2 days in. Rise and grind. Happy Squirrel Appreciation, everybody. Well, Pyroki, I sincerely desire that that Squirrel Appreciation Day could lift you up and make you feel a little bit more energized this day. Maybe appreciate a squirrel and it'll all be okay. Oh, I just realized I had the Twitch window open, so it was like cascading Twitch windows. Anyway, We're gonna play Donkey Kong. Understood? Hierarchy says, I'll get a pet squirrel for your office and get questioned heavily by your boss, yes. It could become an office icon, perhaps. Oh wait, I did want to post on Discord. There we go. Alright, it could become an office icon. You don't know. Alright, so... I think we got all of our stuff in order. Let's play some Donkey Kong 64. Got ourselves a regular Season 3 seed here. I don't know why it's... Oh, I'm on the options menu. That would explain it. Pardon me. My nose was being a little tricky this morning. Okay, here we go. Here's a nice start. Donkey Diddy Peanut Sax Triangle. That's a nice set of stuff to start out with. I feel like I haven't gotten a nice starting set in a while. Let's get going here in 3, 2, 1, donk. Parky said, I got coworkers who probably wouldn't even question it. My boss is not one of those people. I see. Well, I guess the boss has to keep an eye on things, you know? Yeah, squirrels can be health violations. They could get into shenanigans, perhaps. Although some offices are kind of big into pets. Before my wife and I were married, she worked at a place, and she would bring our now dog there, like every day, and my dog would like make like laps around the office and get like, there'd be like a treat rotation, and she like had a little like a gang of like pets that would just kind of roam. You'd probably get a cage for it, but the main concern is the weekend when no one would be there to water. It would be like the class pet at school, right? You would have to it'd be like a rotating like person takes it home every weekend, so they can learn squirrel responsibility, just like the kids learn just pet responsibility when they take the lizard home for the weekend. I don't know if that happens in real life. Maybe that's like an outdated trend. I think that's the plot of that new Adam Sandler movie that came out with the lizards. That might be the plot of that. I'm not sure. Maybe it will be, or maybe it was. Never did for you. Yeah, we didn't have a class pet. We had no such thing. I don't. Feels like quite a bear for little gain. It was a pretty good start. It was a pretty good start here. I saw you at a, what was it, a regrettable treasure hurry this weekend? How was that? Okay, we've got a castle start. I'm kind of tired of having castle. Why is castle always so early? I never have like a level 7 castle, it feels like. Oh, I guess I could go to training grounds. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go to training grounds. Just because, like, I have DK, so I am gonna get some coins. Good learning. Find out some information. Also, anybody who wants, feel free to answer the question of the day. Surprisingly not as cursed as you expected. Hints in the pool with dose doors and treasure hurry is not bad as you... What is dose doors? Oh, wait. The dose doors are how you get into levels. So it's essentially like another set of keys, right? Because you need both the key and the, you need the key and the, what do you call it, to get into the level. That's interesting. I'm not gonna try and spend 3 coins on that. I did get a banana. That's neat. I could go to Aztec if I want. I'm gonna, you know what? No, I'm not gonna go to Aztec. No, I'm gonna go to Aztec. I've got peanuts and Diddy stuff. I just don't want to go into castle right now, quite frankly. All right, there we go. Oh, we've got Chimpy Charge. Why don't we check out what this is? What a rare opportunity. I probably have hints too at this point. So I guess I could get some information. That's a melon. That's gross. randomly puts one hit door in each lobby and 4 of the TNS locations. The last TNS location is the only TNS for the level. One hit door in each lobby. Oh. Last location is the only TNS for the level. I don't know if I totally understand that idea. Peanut? 5-8 Diddy comms. Castle shops. Okay, so we can get key 7 in castle shops, maybe. Forest crate, dark attic. Gasway of the Horde, Tiny Bot and Galleon. That's pretty neato. Anything else? Oh boy, here we go. Okay, let's get to Castle Surroundings. Never mind. Castle Surroundings is on the path to 2, 8, Diddy, Lanky, Tiny. Oh, I didn't adjust this, so I have to do all of the phases and stuff. What a disaster. Okay. Aztec, and I want Lanky probably before I go to there. Sax, Lanky, and we've got Diddy, Lanky, Tiny. Oh, I'm straight goofing this morning. Aoda, Lanky. Got Barrett's theme blaring in the background. Alright, so let's just go to castle. It's fine. It's fine, I'm not upset. How's the old leg treating you? You back in action yet? Yeah, I gotta go to this Castle Surroundings hint. There's no getting around that. Mostly? Good for you. Glad to hear it. What a saga. I don't know why my throat is bothering me today a little bit. Right, because I had a PB&J like an hour before bed last night. I'm doing what I anticipate to be my final bulk, maybe ever. Because I'd like to, you know, spend most of my days focused on like functional movement and just like longevity, but I have my goal first of the 1,000-pound club with weightlifting. And well, wouldn't you believe it, I found out that peanut butter and jelly sandwiches have a disgustingly high quantity of calories in them. I put peanut butter on 2 slices of bread, and I weighed it out. I weighed out 100 grams of peanut butter. You know how many calories are in 100 grams of peanut butter? 600 calories. I could not believe what I had discovered. That's a lot of calories. So very nice to find that. So 2 PB&Js and a tall glass of milk. That's enough to get you through a lot of the day. Good morning, someone. I think that's. I can't. They've messed up the. Well, not necessarily messed up. But I have a multi-chat right now that I have a multi-chat up that does Twitch and YouTube, but it didn't show me your emote that you used, someone, so I had to look on my other monitor. But now I see it. Morning to you. Morning indeed. I don't think I have Diddy coins. Pyrarchy says I like my addiction to peanut butter before hearing that. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate, but it has its purposes. It's also like, I imagine it does get a little better if it was like a sugar-free. I only have a natural, so it's I don't actually know what I'm getting out of that. Maybe I think maybe it uses sugar instead of like high fructose corn syrup. Something like that. But I'm sure like the natural peanut butter with like the oil that you've got to like stir around is a little bit better on the calories, but quite frankly, I don't like that peanut butter. The like part of the draw for me is like a classic Jif peanut butter or Skippy or whatever. They're honestly mostly the same. It's the texture that's so delightful. And quite frankly, even better than like the peanut butter itself is the glass of milk with the peanut butter, right? It's the thing that resets your taste buds. Oh, that just hits the spot. You like the natural peanut butter? So you're talking about the stuff you stir with the oil? If because they have like natural peanut butters out there, quotes, that like have kind of the good texture that comes out of the regular natural or the regular like Jif container and stuff. I really like that you can pick up homing ammo without having homing. Have to start for like 10 minutes before. Okay, yeah, that's so I admire the fact that you enjoy that because I don't. I wish I liked it because it would be better for me to consume it, but I just don't. I was probably like a millisecond too late there. Just under the cut. Yeah, I admire that. That's pretty cool. Jif is good when you want a quick spoonful. Yeah, dude, you could just shovel that out of the container. Like, I've had, like, fine PB&Js with, like, fruit preserves and natural peanut butter, but it definitely doesn't hit quite as much. But yeah, so I discovered that yesterday, which is really good. So I also went back to a real gym for the first time in years, I guess. Like, I stopped by, I went to like a couple hotel gyms and like LA Fitness once on a day pass, but work gave me a little stipend for like joining a gym that I can't use on anything else. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just get a gym membership and cancel it once I hit the threshold. I'll tell you what, that hit as well, just like the PB&J. It was just nice to have all the equipment and have like the people also being there, also kind of, you know, working out. And it was also nice to not be in kind of a dark, grungy garage while I was lifting where it's cold. I think I was underestimating how much my home gym kind of environment was making me not want to lift. Like, I've been doing it, but like I was like hanging out yesterday and I wanted to keep going, but I kind of burned through all the muscle groups. That was nice. That was nice and encouraging. Nice and encouraging. Yeah, and then in other news, spent a hefty amount of time this weekend getting ready for all the draft league stuff. We've got the league we did the big draft for. Oh my god, I've goofed. What? Oh, I've done it again. I was looking at your comment, B Student Gaming, and I spin jumped it. I hip dropped it. No, no. What am I doing? Okay, stop on DK. I gotta focus. I have to focus. It's not your fault. It's my fault. I just happened to look at your comment. All right, here we go. Vines, nice. Okay, glad we stopped that. B Student Gaming, since you're working out and being healthy and all, want to do my... I don't know if my PB&Js are going to help with your blood work. I imagine you popped in after I talked about bulking with PB&Js and before... yeah, and before I started talking about working out. Parakeet Gaming said, I wouldn't mind space for a home gym. I might consider working out more if I had one of those, since I don't care to be in public. Yeah, so I scooped up during COVID. So they shut down LA Fitness during COVID, which is where I was going, and I just like couldn't go to the gym for a long time. And I went and I was like, okay, well, if I can't do that, and also like I just didn't, like, again, I don't get political on the stream. It was uncomfortable once it did open to like wear a mask and like work out at the same time. Just stating that it was uncomfortable, right? So the idea of the home gym was like very appealing. Like, right, you save time, you don't have to do that, you don't have to go out in the cold, like all that kind of stuff. So I invested in that for, I mean, you consider like a gym's like 30 to, depending on where you're at, like 30 to maybe $70 a month. Okay, Castle Shops, this is gonna be funky Diddy and Castle. That's 8. Yeah. So, like, it's a long-term investment, but ultimately it's like you're gonna save yourself some money. It's just, it is having the space. I've got a single car garage at my rental that I'm at, that I've put a squat rack in, kind of a cheap Amazon squat rack, and then one of the configurable dumbbell sets, and some rubber mats, and that's been really good for me. So, hey, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done, right? Is this Rocket Barrel? Rocket Barrel's on the path to everything, so we're going to do this. You would refuse to wear a mask and work out? You had difficulty without the extra activity? Yeah. Yeah, and like I mean, when I was doing it for a little bit, like I mean, everybody was just like basically taking their mask off until like an employee came out who was like telling them to put their mask on. So it wasn't even landing that well anyways. So it was just nice to, when I was at home, not having to deal with such a thing. I can get the... Do I go and get the key right now? Because now I have the funds to go and... Oh, I also wonder if I should do the Diddy Museum now. Okay, just a banana up there. And then... Ooh, this is good timing, right? Look where we landed. We didn't even try to do... I don't know how to fly around castle and find stuff. But here we are. I was one of those who really didn't wear one for medical reasons. I had one at work, but would hide in the back plenty so you could have it off. Yeah, I'm just glad that era has passed. Just glad that era's passed. You worked retail at the time. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, well, you definitely... Oh, yeah, I guess depending on what you were doing in retail, there'd be different levels of necessity, maybe. I don't know. I haven't worked retail before. My early... I got lucky with my early jobs, particularly in high school, because I had a good... my best buddy's dad was in the construction business, so I could... he let me work for him for a while. And it's obviously kind of hard work, but like better pay than a lot of like retail early stuff probably would be. Not everything though. Probably wasn't like, I know a lot of people, probably not like assistant manager level or whatever that, but it's nice and under the table is good. Everyone did basically everything there, making it happen, doing whatever it takes to get big. I get it. Is there anything else I do with Rocket Barrel here? I guess I could get Diddy Banana Medal. I didn't consider such a thing. How many? I've got 30 bananas. I could make this a pretty quick trip. I think it's worth it. Boy, am I rusty. I think I still haven't recovered from not being serious about Donkey Kong 64 Randomizer. I was actually the assistant manager your last year there before you got the job you have now. Well, congratulations. That's pretty sick. That is pretty sick. Oh boy, this is a tricky one. Jerry Bear 16. Good morning. Pineapple. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Should I check this too before I head out? Oh wait, maybe I should, I don't know if I want to do... I don't have charge listed. I've got peanut on the path to some stuff. I don't know if I need pineapple for anything either. Hope you're doing well, Jerry Bear. How have you been... How are you feeling about your redemption matchup? To, Sorry, I'm working on my lighting a little bit because the lighting outside changed. Pyroki Gaming said, I remember being told how many vacation days at the interview for the job, the retail job. And you said, sorry, I think I misheard you. Did you say 12 vacation days a year? And you said, yes. Well, I guess I didn't mishear. Ooh. That's wild. That is wild. Yeah. That's pretty tough. 1 day a month. I assume if it's retail too, holiday stuff probably isn't great either, right? Alright, let's head over to... I have vines. I could buy some bananas. Yeah, that's rough. I need to keep in mind how spoiled I am with my current situation. Retain gratitude and stay grounded. Last day had me 5 a year and no pay on holidays. They were closed for. Jeez. I guess they were cutting the margins. Close. Maybe. Your last... Yeah. Well, I'm glad you have a better situation now. I have stuff getting caught up in my throat. That's ridiculous. I'm glad your situation's improved. Jerry Bear 16. Oh, I haven't looked into this deck in detail yet. Fire Call didn't look too scary, but we'll see on a second look. The last guy didn't look scary, but he still lost. Gotta execute either way. Gotta execute. Quite frankly, with the audio getting cut off, I'm not sure. I kind of lost track of how the game was going and what was happening, so I wasn't too sure. But if you guys want to see some intense Soulforge fusion, you can go check out Jerry Bear 16 on Twitch. Diddy, coconuts, whatever. Maybe this coffee that I have, that I made last night. My dad came by to visit last night, and after he visited my grandma in the hospital, and he was tired and had to drive home like 45 minutes. So I made him he asked for a very strong coffee, so I made a pot of coffee, and I just kind of dumped all the grinds, like I just kind of filled up the grinds like to the top, and made him an extremely powerful half a cup of coffee. So sounds like he made it home. I just wonder if he was able to go to bed. Pyroki, you're always willing to, or you're always welcome to post in homie announcements for that, or whatever you would like. That's what it's there for. Definitely. Actually, I see your Discord, but I've got it in a set of Donkey Kong 64 kind of specific Discords. So sometimes I don't see it as... I think I would see it in my Discord easier than I would see it in yours. I still keep an eye out, but that would like grab my attention super fast. That requires you thinking about it before then? Oh yeah, I mean I forget about posting in the DK64 Discord all the time. You don't... I'm not saying you have to. I still keep an eye on it, on yours. It's just very attention grabbing because it's like, oh, somebody posted in the Spooky Host Discord. I should address this, you know? Especially because I don't have any mods or anything. I have had people offered to mod, which is really nice, but I'm like, I don't feel like I'm at a place where I need to do that yet. No diving, no chunky. I don't need to go in the tiny temple. They're also good for the others in your Discord. I wouldn't mind popping in on your pain. Yeah, definitely. I mean, there are more... It's like primarily DK64 people and like my personal friends and a little family. So you would... I mean, the use case is there. Like a lot of DK64 people. I'm just starting to have more people that are more interested in like Pokemon. So that's a little different, you know. Jerry Bear 16, turns out it's hard to focus and make good moves when you just want it to be over so you can feed your child and make her happy. Yeah, that's tricky business. Props to you for trying to make that work. That's definitely tricky. Definitely tricky. I mean, you did pretty good, despite that, right? Oh, I should check if I need anything here. Happy Squirrel Appreciation Day, everybody. Just good thing to mention. Got my first. James the Cat Boy says, "Is this custom?" Why did... Oh, I've got the Twitch one up. All chats. I missed that a while ago. James the Cat Boy at 747 on YouTube said, "Is this custom?" This is DK64 Randomizer, which is a mod for DK64 that gives you a specific set of objectives and swaps all of the different, swaps the location of like potions and Kongs and all these other things so that each time you have a new fun adventure. Yeah, there's no point in me just looking at the Twitch. Here's what I'll say. Twitch folks, let me know if I ever talk to... I'm gonna try talking to YouTube comments here whenever they do come in. Let me know if it gets annoying or it brings the experience or lessens the experience at all to do such a thing. Because initially I wasn't going to do that, but OBS has made it so convenient to do so by giving me a unified chat box that it feels like almost silly not to. But this is a Twitch channel. Make that very clear. I guess I could do the Diddy gongs there, but should I check my hints? Yes. Okay, 5-door temple, foolish. That's good to know. Yeah, that's good. Castle tree. Castle chunky tree. Blown platform kasplat. That was a rocket barrel. Castle donkey dungeon. That's not useful. Aoda. 8 lanky tiny. Alice Fairy small island. What the heck was it? Did I not go? Did I not get that? There's no way I didn't get that. I'll check that. Forest colored bananas, let's go. Oh, outskirts 5. But we got a big week of Pokemon this week in particular. We've got our first week of both the Lanky Diddy Aztec. We've got our first week of the big league with all of the, like, people from across the world. Chunky Donkey Factory. Hive Tunnel 4. These hints, my god. Okay. Good. Yes. So there's two leagues going on right now. There's the one I lost in the playoffs last year. And there's the one with people from all over the world. And I've got both starting this week. I've got 3 matches for the one with people all over the world because I have to get out of pools. There's an Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire one. So wish me luck there. I may stream some of that. Question of the day. I'd like to know the stream schedule ahead of time more. You've been pretty good about it. I'm sure holidays and other things about life have made things difficult, but as a viewer, knowing what games you're playing and when going into the week is very useful information. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. If I did such a thing, it would probably help me make sure I more consistent programming. Friday variety stream. Yeah, that's a good piece of feedback. Thank you, Jerry Bear. I have to think about such a thing. That might help me to actually be... Scheduling it out might help me be more consistent too, because I know, like, once I get in the groove, I tend to, like, be like, oh, I don't feel like getting up on Monday, I'll just stream on Tuesday instead. And it's really not a need unless something arises. So maybe I could do such a thing and put it on the, put it in the Discord, right? Maybe I'll do a little graphic even. Wouldn't that be fun? Holly Jolly 21, how's it going? Thank you for that wonderful piece of feedback. I have to decide what I'm... Okay, so I'll say... What I would probably say is... Do I want this rainbow coin? I'm kind of poor. No, I don't think I do want it. I don't think I want it. What I'm kind of thinking is, right now, Grape Shooter. That could be... Ooh, there's a couple things that could be. Diddy, Aztec, Lanky. But 5-door temple's full. Is it the boss? Because I kind of did my Diddy checks. Mixing it up week to week is fine, but the more consistent schedule as a baseline is helpful. Yes. Is this enough? 5 plus 1? This is 76. Dag nabbit. Absolutely dag nabbit. Where could we get... We could get more bananas by going in the tiny temple. I think we need to do such a thing to get lanky. I think I'll work on that, thank you. I will work on that vital piece of feedback. HollyJoy21, how you doing this fine day? I do think Thursday is the variety day. Thursday's the variety day. We're also going to... I'm gonna be doing a little bit of... I think the flex slot is when when my wife has her small group on Monday nights, because she's out and about, so the evening's kind of free for me to just do whatever. Get out of my face. So sometimes I like to stream, sometimes I like to get stuff done. You got your first stained glass class. That you are the glass queen, aren't you? That's very exciting. How refreshing. How refreshing that'll be. Spend some time in a stained glass class. Excited to hear what you produce. Perhaps you could fix the stained glass at my church. That is suffering a bit from wear and tear. Okay, there we go. Now we can get into the boss. Feels like that feels pretty like a pretty tricky way to to get those bananas, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes, right? All right, I think I will make some kind of schedule and start posting it on the Discord. I think that will be good. You'll be picking, Holly Jolly 21 will be picking your design today for your mosaic and general studio safety. Safety, wow. Safety is elite, isn't it? What a blessing to be safe. You don't have to worry about things. You need to figure out how to get Twitch to work on your TV, and you can have family donk night. Oh my gosh, what a blessing. Roku doesn't have a Twitch channel, and it's annoying, or at least it didn't last you checked. I haven't seen Twitch on a lot of TVs, no. YouTube, yeah. Actually... Oh... Now that I'm streaming everything to YouTube. What am I missing? 5-door temple's foolish. It's gotta be in the tiny temple. I need diving to get lanky, I believe. Yeah, we are on YouTube nowadays. That is true. We are on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. I guess I shouldn't even... There it is. Look at that. Stream on YouTube, chat on Twitch on your phone, yeah. Well, I will... Yeah, I still need to... I still need to make a judgment and get a feeling on, like, if it's good... If it's a good idea or not to keep an eye on both chats at the same time. Currently, I am. I definitely got... whatever this was. Wait, I don't have key 2. Why isn't it listing anything? If the small fairy was Way of the Horde, why don't I see it on... Is that Chimpy Charge? And it's just not showing it under Isles? I think that might be the case. Alright, whatever. Castle Chunky Tree, I need Blast. Forest Lanky Atacrate, Lanky Aztec Metal. Castle Surroundings, is there any rocket barreling I can do? I thought I did all the rocket barreling. Galleon Shops, I can't get into any of those. Well, gee willikers, gang. What are we doing here? I can't even dump for blueprints. What have I acquired in Aztec? Grape. Did I miss something in Aztec? Oh, you know what? There were 2 things. There is something else I can get in the Aztec Oasis and Totem area. With Rocket Barrel. There is one more thing. I'm a fool. I'm a ding fool. Anyways. Yeah, so Pokemon. I've got 4 games I have to play this week, and I'm scheduling them now. I will probably post on... I will post on Twitch. I will post on... no, Discord. I will post on Discord when I have those scheduled out, and I may stream them. But first, I'm gonna make a schedule. I need to find a schedule graphic that I can modify. Maybe I've already purchased one on Etsy or something. Well, I don't need to get fancy. I don't need to have a graphic to start out with. I could just post and maybe pin it somewhere. Oh, I've goofed. I forgot to do the thing. It's okay. Don't worry. We have technology. We have technology. Scooter, good morning to you. Hope you're doing well. What settings is just regular season 3 racing settings. Normally I do a little bit of abridged settings with less K-Rool requirements. There's Lanky. Okay, I had a feeling. So now Grape's a little more interesting. But I forgot to today. I forgot to amend the settings, so here we are. Jerry Bear 16 says on Twitch, so a bit of exciting news from the life of Jerry Bear. Wait, do I want to do anything with Grape first? Do I want to do anything with Grape? That also... Oh, I've made a mistake. Okay, I should just Rocket Barrel constantly. Justin Gary, the designer of SoulForge Fusion and Ascension deck building game, wrote a book called Think Like a Game Designer. And at the end, he left his number for you to text him and schedule a 20-minute call to get some extra help with design life. Yesterday, you had your call with him, which is super, super cool, and you're still riding the high. Good for you, Jerry Bear. Have you learned anything? Did you glean great insight? It's a fairy. I don't care. I took the journey out here. I might as well commit. All right, so Rocket Barrel's still on the path to Key 2. Key 2 is our problem. Also, morning. Yes, morning to you, Scooter. Hope you're doing well today. We're doing a little bit of multi-streaming because Twitch made it exceptionally easy to do so. Normally we've been on Twitch. I need to post a defined schedule, but weekday mornings around 7 a.m. typically. Rising and donking. So happy to have YouTube, it's fun. Yeah, Jerry Bear, that's big and exciting. I hope you I'm excited to hear if you got any insights. You've been big on game creation for years. But another thing I want to do with the Pokemon Draft League is post do kind of a weekly recap, watch the matches and give some commentary. It'll probably take, with 24-ish people in the league, that's 12 games. That won't be the fastest thing in the world, but I think folks will appreciate it. There's some new folks in the league who I think haven't played since Emerald, so they don't know what's fairy type and kind of basics of competitive. So that might be nice for them to get a little bit of learning in. Maybe they could improve over the course of the league, and that's what we want to see. Everybody getting better, which we definitely did see last time. Those just showing up, by the way, happy International Squirrel Appreciation Day. Here at spookyhost.com, we celebrate something every day, and we determined that the day of the day was Squirrel Appreciation Day, because there are so many days out there of which to celebrate. Why is Grape on the path to stuff? Anybody? Could it be? I've got only one lanky move. It's just Grape. What could I use Grape for? Maybe to get Key 2. Well, no, wait. Let's think about this. It's almost certainly not Grape, right? Because Grape is either Lanky Tiny 8, or it's just Lanky K. Rool. That's tricky business. That's very tricky business. Jerryberry16 says that on the one hand, it was 20 minutes, so you still have about 1 billion questions. But on the other hand, even 20 minutes was a lot of stuff to work on. Mostly asked about finding playtesters, and I've gone to the wrong location. And connecting with other designers, publishers. Also asked about working on tuning deck building math for balancing, since you're working on a deck builder. Wow, I'm impressed you found some very specific questions like that to discuss with such a distinguished fellow. Very cool. Wow, that sounds like a little bit of a dream come true. Diving! Let's go, baby! What does a diving give us? I needed that. Oh, that lets us use Tiny Temple. We can get stuff in the Tiny Temple. Absolutely huge. Maybe that's where we can get Key 2. And then there's a Grape check in there too. So that's pretty big. That is absolutely huge. Yeah, so I guess Discord will be the place to post a schedule. And I appreciate that, because I think it'll hold me accountable. Especially toward the end of last year. I was getting a little bit lazy about it, but I do want to kind of go hard with the stream this year. This is a lot of fun. It helps me get up in the morning. It helps me to rise. Helps me to rise. And that's what it's all about, right? The spirit of Rise and Donk is the spirit of doing whatever it takes to get big. It's just getting at it, right? That's what we're here to do. Although I have lost my my competitive spirit for Donkey Kong a little bit. I've become so fixated on Pokemon, but this is still. Here's what I will say: this is the most like I can just like play this. Pitter patter, let's get at it. That's what I'm talking about. There is something about Donkey Kong 64 because I'm so comfortable with it now. Like, if I play a new game, even if I was playing like something real simple, I feel like I couldn't rattle on and like chat with you guys very effectively. If I was like trying to learn a new thing, or even like Monkey Ball when I'm like really focused. But with this, it's so comfortable now because I've been doing it for a year and a quarter. There's a banana, which is unfortunate. I was hoping for a little more out of this temple, but we'll get there. You know, we figured out. We've got a little bit of a cold streak in Pittsburgh going on right now. It sounds like it's happening everywhere. I'm pretty sure my in-laws in Charleston they're a little terrified because there's going to be a tiny bit of snow, and that's a disaster down there. Creme Isle, 1 potion. Japes Hillside, Tiny Face. I would love to go to Japes. I need key too. Castle Funky Diddy. I think I got that. Mermaid. Mermaid. None of this is useful for me. I'm kind of lost. Scooter says it's definitely okay to just play it for the purposes of fun. No need to race or anything. That's all you do with it. Yeah. I appreciate you saying that. Well, at first I was like really getting into it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna do all the randomizers. Problem is, I think certain people are, you know, they're inclined to certain things. They have a certain proclivity for different areas of life, and the thing about DK64 Randomizers, there's a lot of things to retain in like the front of your mind at the same time, and that's what gets tricky for me, because I get very distracted. And it's also kind of like a long time to just like be locked in on something. It's a very long time to be locked in on something, so I'm gonna go for Lanky Banana Metal here, because I feel like that could use Grape. Yeah, and I was getting better at DK64, like, before the tournament. Like, I was on the cusp of the main bracket. But it was also a lot of time, compared to... Like, Pokemon's just such... It's just much less of a commitment, right? You're playing... Like, you gotta build and stuff, but as for the actual game, like... I'm not taking 2 hours on a Friday, necessarily, to do, like, a tournament. And... Man, you know, the other thing is, like... It just feels like I always have a chance... Feels like I always have a chance in Pokemon. And... In DK... Like, it feels like I could beat anybody at any moment. But in DK, it does feel like I would just need to put in so much time to, like, know all the tricks. Because, like, it's kind of like... It felt like Season 3 was almost getting solved. Like, people were so good at it that it was nearly, like, optimized. That's what it looked like at the end of the team tournament. So it's like, okay, how can I... Like, is there any way that I can keep up with the people grinding out races like every weekday night, like the same people, and like kudos to them. But it's the same reason I stopped playing Melee at one point, because it was just there were just people grinding constantly, and I kind of need something. Like, I'm not the busiest guy in the world. I'm like, quite frankly, I'm not, and sometimes I overblow it, and I'm trying to be more available for people. But at least with Pokemon, like, at any given moment, like, I can make a decision that... Where am I going? I'm going over here. I can make a decision to advance and have a chance in any given battle. And that's really nice, because that makes me feel like it's worth committing to. Like, you gain wisdom through experience, but you don't get something that's like... You don't get something that's like a trick that saves you a couple minutes that you have to just stumble upon or watch somebody else to find out about. Like, Pokemon's always Pokemon. And it has gimmicks, but the fundamental... It fundamentally doesn't change. It's math. But it's light math. And it's a little bit of gambling, right? People complain about the, Should I go to Japes? Because... Oh, I can't go to Japes. People complain about, like, hacks and stuff, and, like, I get it. But hacks is what keeps Pokemon interesting. It keeps it from being solved. Because at any given point, you can go for a... Where am I going? You can go for a Zap Cannon instead of a Thunderbolt. And, you know, Zap Cannon's not the optimal play. It's almost never the optimal play. But it could be the thing that takes you over the edge and gives you the win you need. And there's... with, like, stall teams and stuff, like, you could potentially stall people, like, infinitely in certain metagames if it weren't for the critical hits. But you don't always get those. I think it's a good element that there's some amount of luck involved. And quite frankly, like, people lose, but it's still the case where the better player tends to win. As long as the better player typically wins, then I think Pokemon's in relatively good shape. And whatever meta or whatever game it is has some value there. Scooter says, yep, agreed. Played Season 3 qualifiers and just couldn't keep up with that plus life. Yeah, honestly. Probs won't do another tournament in the future, just donk for the love of the game. Yeah, it's fun, and it's like... It's just such a good amount of time for a randomizer. I poked at, like, Majora's Mask randomizer and some other things like that, and I feel like the feedback loop and the amount of things you collect in Donk is very satisfying. Like in Zelda, I feel like you gotta, like, constantly, like, teleport around the map. Like, this just has convenience features. You just quit out to the menu, for example, and you get to go back to aisles. Like, it's just tight. And it's constantly being developed, and the community's great. I mean, let's talk about that. Like, people are grinding it out, and that's kind of like, you know, it's like, oh, I can't, like, keep up with that, but... Or I'd have to make some sacrifices in my life in order to do so. But the community's great. I mean, you got people like Etiquette, for example, did the Scrubs tournament and did, like, teaching commentary over all of it, so that people could learn how to play. And, like, sure, there's probably some amount of, like, content points you get for that, but it's still a nice thing to do, right? And it's welcoming, and when people have, like, quote, silly questions, people just answer with I'd say a little smile on their face. It's a good place. Good folks. I haven't met anybody... I know there was, like, one, like, cheating scandal in, like, around season 3, but other than that, like, it's been pretty much squeaky clean. It's just people that love the old Donk. They love Donk. What's up, Mike Champ? Goes, It goes well. We're just doing the regular Season 3 Siege. Did I put my timer on? I did. And we're chatting about how much people really grind out DK64 Randomizer. And how that was a little intimidating during the like Season 3 tournament. Okay, we got a nanner there. That's pretty nice. A little intimidating. But I guess if you want to get big, you gotta do whatever it takes. Like I don't blame anybody for grinding out so much DK64, but when I see people, like the same people posting in the Discord every night, like, hey, does anybody want to do a race? That's when I'm like, okay, what am I supposed to do? It's Kevin. Hey, Sean No? The GOAT? Are you talking about Mike? Wait. Oh, you wouldn't see Mike Champ because they're different channels. I have to keep that in mind. So when you're saying the GOAT, you're either talking about... Well, I certainly hope you're not talking about me. I don't feel like a GOAT. You agree mostly because I don't have time to play that much? Yeah, it was just like... Yeah, definitely just some of the same people, just like... And kudos to them, but just... Rooms every night. Hey, who wants to do it? And that's great. That's good. I think it's generally good for the community because like that, it just stirs interest. You're talking about me? What the heck, Sean? No, call me the GOAT. That's kind. You're the GOAT. Have you considered the idea that you might be the GOAT? It could be the case. Thank you very much. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. How you doing, Mike Champ? Are you doing well? You been donking much? I'm trying to get back in the swing of things here after, quite frankly, the busiest holiday season of my time. So much traveling. But we're in a rhythm. Rhythm is so good. I value that incredibly. Like, being in a rhythm gives me just an inner sense of peace that carries throughout my entire day. And my attitude and so many things. And I think it's because I'm a systems-oriented person. It takes a GOAT to know a GOAT, Sean, no? It's incredible. Well, I hope you're having a good day. Let me... could be better, Mike Champ says. Sinus is acting up again. Need to try... I heard about the rect settings. Pyroki, didn't you try those? What are the rect settings? Spike, good morning. Hope you're doing well. How's it going today? I haven't chatted with you in a little bit. Hope you're doing well. It's my fault that we haven't chatted in a little bit, though. Did I not? What have I done? Oh, did I not hit that? I just turned into unguard and look how distracted I am. Why are you running, Mike? Scared? You scared, little boy? You remember what happened? Tournament race. Oh, we got some beef here. Oh, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. We have, the water level's already lowered. What is this? Season 2.5? We're doing just a regular Season 3 seed for everybody joining. Just regular Season 3 seed. Getting back into it, shaking the rust off. I've been granted the great idea by Jerry Bear 16 to post a schedule somewhere and have more consistency. So I think I'm gonna work on that after this. So here's what I will say. I'll tell you the schedule right now. Here's the normal schedule. The normal schedule is officially it's Monday, Friday donk, Tuesday variety stream, but Thursday is a flex day. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe it's the Tuesday. Here's the thing, though. So many things happen on Mondays that I'm like, man, I want to do the donk on Tuesday. Although, perhaps donk is variety. Because if you have a variety day and you do something out of... Normally the norm would be to not do donk. But if you add donk to that, that actually increases the variety of the variety, right? So maybe it's okay to just say that Tuesday is always the variety hour. A dumb seed. You guys discussing a seed from 4 or 5 months ago. What made it a dumb seed, do you recall? Oh yeah, I wanted to ask about the rect settings. So that sounds like, I know Pyroki mentioned it on his Discord at the very least. Come on. Come on, Cranky. Take it to the fridge. Oh, happy Squirrel Appreciation Day, everybody. It is, in fact, Squirrel Appreciation Day. We're always celebrating something here at spookyhost.com every single day. You would like to, Jerry Bear 16 would like to see more variety if we're on a Monday or Friday, but don't schedule on account of one person. Yeah, so that's kind of the... I would rather experiment on a day when less people are around, because I really, like, I enjoy having a busy chat, because I like talking to people more than just rattling off. I don't actually feel like, despite like streaming, I don't feel like I'm very good at just rattling off typically and just like talking like to everybody, and having a chat, having folks to interact with, I think really enhances the experience for me. And I do think that like a lot of the people who watch and hang out are like donk folks, so it's nice to, that's nice. That is very nice. Hey, Tiny, look at that. Look at that. Then again, if variety was on Tuesday, you'd be more likely to go into the office later to stick around and watch. Yeah, variety's definitely Tuesday. But I've got a lot of games I want to do for that variety, right? I can always do Pokemon stuff. There's this weekly recap I want to do of all the matches in the league. That could be fun. I still have my dream of completing Master Mode in Monkey Ball. I owe you more Shadow of War. I have not forgotten about such a thing. I wanted to get some solid donk in, because this is a donk channel. It's a donk channel, and that's good. It's like, I think it's really good because it's like infinite, like it's inherently infinite variety. So there's always something slightly new to watch, and there's something that I can do that's new, but it's not like distractingly new. 17. Galleon shops are just pouring out for us. Sniper! Sniper! What the heck is this? Actually, that's nice. We can do chunky tree sniping as soon as we get chunky. Key 5. And then, are we gonna have the money to get into Japes? I think we're still too poor, unfortunately. That's okay, we'll be okay. We will be just fine. So yeah, we'll do that. No, okay, so does anybody know what the rect settings are? That's what I'm curious about. What are these new settings? Sorry, excuse me for a moment. What are these settings that everybody is chatting about? I'm very curious. Because I would be happy to try them tomorrow. Or, I would be happy to try them Friday if somebody has any insight as to what they are. We could dump blueprints to get into the next level. We could also do this. We could go into here. We can do the blast course too, actually. There's a lot of options. I guess I could look them up on the Discord. Yeah, I could just do that and that would be good. Also, thank you again for the feedback, Jerry Bear. The question of the day is, can you think of anything that would improve the stream or the spooky host's experience? Please let me know if you have any feedback. I have so many dang questions of the day, it felt fine to use one as a feedback question, because I'm pretty fired up. Ready to do whatever it takes. Have a killer stream. Although I am pretty happy with the quality for kind of where we're at. I feel like it's decent quality nowadays. We've definitely come a long way. I was watching some of my first videos from like, oh geez, it would have been like January last year, and particularly the audio quality is a lot better, which is nice. Bad audio quality is that's rough to deal with. Mike Champ 97 says it uses spoiler potions. Spoiler potions? What is a spoiler potion? What the heck? Has a number on the tracker for Way of the Horde items in each level, and every lobby is open, but may not be immediately available, and it has the new dose doors. Maybe I'll just try it and immerse myself on Friday for some good variety. Looking them up would be better than me trying to explain. Well, thank you for trying to explain, Mike Champ. I do appreciate it. Yeah, I'll take a look at that, and I'll probably give that a go on Friday. Is there anything you want to see change with the stream? 2025 goals. Well, I definitely want to hit 150 followers so we could do the beaver, hundreds of beavers. We want to watch hundreds of beavers together. That's very short term. My long-term goal now, I've decided. So I actually don't want to get too big, right? You get too big, you start to become distanced from reality because you're like famous. That's not... I want to be grounded in my life, you know, to some degree. Where am I going? I'm going to Japes. I would like to be grounded in my life. So how do I want to do that? Or what do I want to do? Like, I would say my long-term goal is to be sponsored specifically by Southern Tier Brewery, which is a wonderful brewery based out of Lakewood, New York. First brewery I ever went to. I'd say maybe a quarter. I'd say half of the clothes that I wear on a regular basis are branded by this brewery. It's like, yeah, I would say some would consider me an implicit brand ambassador for this place that has never given me anything for free physically, but they've given me a wealth of wonderful experiences and time with friends and family. And they've also got a nice spooky aesthetic at times. They're very up to Halloween standards. What do we got there? Feather. We got another pearl. We don't need that. We did need a pearl though, because Mermaid's Way of the Horde. They have amazing cheese fries. They have good cheesesteak hoagie as well. But the biggest thing is they've got the series of beers branded Blackwater, which is what kind of really put them on the map. What I need to do is recount this. I should recount the history of Southern Tier Breweries sometime. So I don't know how I'll do that. Yeah, the food's good. Like when people come to town, it's like what they want to do, or maybe they're just trying to be nice to me. Who knows? But I always have a great time there. They've got a really nice space in Pittsburgh, with an outdoor yard. After COVID, I was the first person to visit them. I don't know if they know this. If you're a Southern Tier person watching, please take note. I was a doorbuster the first day after COVID, eating in the patio. And I have no regrets. What I would really like them to do is open get their distillery stuff imported into like regular stores here, because you've got to do a special order if you want anything from their distillery that comes in a truck like once a month, which is a little bit of a pain. We've just stumbled upon quite a few keys. It's pretty big. Aztec Lanky Metal, I got that. Oh, I had that Way of the Horde. I haven't been paying attention to my hits at all. Japes Hive Tunnel. Japes Hillside is something for Tiny K roll. I could really use a feather or a mini monkey. This is probably feather, because mini monkey definitely gets us two things. Unless, actually, it could be a mini monkey that leads to a feather. I think it's actually the most likely scenario. That feels pretty likely. That feels pretty likely. So that doesn't really answer the question though. That's the long-term goal. I don't think such a thing would happen in this year. I think I would like to have more events with like high participation, right? And excitement. Like I feel like we did the Disney Dads tier list last year, and I feel like that was fun. I feel like the tier list evenings were pretty good. Like I wanna have some big evening events that just have some excitement, that we generate some excitement for, you know? I just think that would be fun. I like to have something to anticipate, and you know, especially like when multiple people anticipate something. They say, what was it? Time Magazine's happiness issue actually said about vacations that often the anticipation for a trip or a vacation often brings somebody more joy than the actual trip itself. And you know, that could be for many reasons, but I tend to believe that idea. I think anticipating, you know, it's kind of like hope in a way. I think it's very nice. I think looking forward to things is pretty good, as long as you there's also something there about managing expectations, and being in the present too. It's maybe it's a little antithetical to living in the present, looking. Maybe not though. That's complicated, right? That's a little complicated. I don't want to say it's antithetical. Like obviously there's some kind of balance there. I think there's some kind of balance there. I can say those two things at once. It's good to look forward to things, and also there's value in living in the present. Maybe it's something like there's value. Maybe it's something like it could be really good to intentionally look forward to things, you know? Not just like not trying to escape things necessarily, but specifically enjoying the idea of something that's to come, like very intentionally. Maybe that's good. I gotta get up. I gotta get up there. I gotta get it. Gonna try the mine cart really quick. Feels like, you know, it's on the path to a lot of things. I've done goofed, gang. What a tragedy. Get out of here. Where did that soliloquy come from? It's not a soliloquy. I don't remember what a soliloquy is. It's occurred to me recently how much stuff out of my various grade schooling years. Okay, I gotta do this first. That's what I have to do. I haven't done this in so long because I normally have Chunky. Oh, you dingbat knucklehead McSpazatron. Okay, there we go. It's recently occurred to me just how much has left my brain after high school. I'm talking like U.S. state capitals, various history lessons, calculus, everything. It feels like it's all programming in Donkey Kong now. Oh, what the heck? This is positively ridiculous. What have I done? You're talking about the healthiness of future expectations? Yeah, I'm just trying. Hey, Night Cyper, how's it going? Well, I'm just trying to remember like where the conversation started. I just kind of rolled with a little philosophy there. Yeah, I'm just trying. Oh no, not again. Okay, I'm done with this. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just gonna get Chunky and come back, and we're gonna be hunky-dory. Yeah, I don't recall why I started talking about the healthiness of future expectations. Oh, because we were talking about, I just got pulled backwards. We were talking about, having some, like, big stream events to watch, and I was talking about how it's kind of nice to it's kind of nice to have like big events for the value of just like anticipating it as a group, like having group anticipation. And how nice that is. It's just like having a group trip, a little tension, yeah, a little spice. I think it's good. So that's one of the things I would like to do this year. I'd like to have some more of those. So first hundreds of beavers, and then, you know, whatever. I'm sure there'll be plenty of opportunities through Draft League as well. Oh, maybe I should do this, because maybe I should do the— oh no! I've goofed once again. We're always straight goofing here. Oh, yeah, I've not been paying attention to my hits too much. You guys have been very chatty, which I do appreciate. Like I said, it's just nice to be able to hang out. I think when I started streaming, I think I didn't anticipate how much I would enjoy like having a little community, right? And just like chatting kind of with the same people, especially without like so much of the obligation. Like you're around people at you know, work. Like I definitely like the people, like when I've been in office in particular, like I've always like I like everybody I work with, but it's kind of nice to just have this like super casual relationship without any I don't know, any expectations or anything. Like we just get to chat and hang out, and it's just kind of free and flowing. Night Saber says, I'm high, some sleep debt, trying to get calories. How about you? Third place. Yeah, third place. Wait, I'm confused about third place. If you want to get some calories, we were just talking a little bit earlier. I discovered the amount of calories in my PB&J. I'm trying to get big right now. I'm bulking a little bit, and I've discovered just putting peanut butter on 2 slices of bread. I measured it out, I weighed it, and then I went to the MyFitnessPal app, and I determined that the calories in peanut butter on 2 slices of bread was 600 calories. And I was like, geez, I haven't even calculated in jelly yet. This is preposterous. Oh, what have I done? What have I done? Peanut butter is huge for vegan bulking? Yeah, I could only imagine. It's huge for any bulking. I mean, I guess it's just it's got to be just the quantity of grams of fat in there, since per gram fat is just very high. Very high in calories. Wow, there's so many pearls and japes. I would love coconut if that is available, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Yeah, no coconut. You can get peanut butter with like 90% of the fat removed. Peanut butter powder, like PB2. Oh yeah, I used to do that in my shakes. I used to have a nice routine. Wake up at like 5 in the morning. Best you can do is rare coin. Come on, Cranky. I thought you were supposed to take it to the fridge. Back when I first bulked, I used to be pretty skinny for years. Like especially in high school, I was lifting 5 days a week in track, and I was like lifting hard, but I wouldn't put on any weight. And like really, it's so much about eating. And I'm not like huge now, but like I'd say I'm respectably muscular. Compared to like a standard just like person on the street. And you just gotta eat. So I'd get up and go to LA Fitness with the other doorbusters at 5 a.m. with I'd have a shake with I think some caffeine powder, peanut butter powder, and like protein powder in the morning, and that definitely got me going. Now you spend all your calories on gaming. That's funny, dude. Oh, dude, your stream is it's a trip. It's funny. Always love passing the raid over. You have pretty good variety too, but I like the melee stuff the best for sure. Yeah, if you guys want to see some good melee content, and I feel like there was Marvel Rivals the other day, something like that. To check out Night Cyper. I believe I have the right person. I always second guess myself on names and stuff. You haven't played in months? I do have the wrong person then. Oh, you haven't played Melee in months, is what you're saying. I don't think I've seen you play Melee in months. You'd be more willing to if my joystick weren't loose. Yeah, that'll definitely do it. That will certainly do it. That wouldn't even be fun if you'd lose a loose joystick. Man, I could play some Melee too. I was at a work conference, and we had like an after party. Not even an after party, I guess just a party to kind of celebrate the year and stuff. And it was like space and future themed, and they had Super Smash Bros. Ultimate there. And boy, did I have a blast just playing against random people from work in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm definitely more of a melee guy, but it just hit to play. Like, it's not like college anymore where you just go on a random floor of a you know, of your dorm and just like hit random people up and be like, you know, kind of feel good about yourself. It's like people aren't playing that nearly as much nowadays. So you gotta, it's just usually you have to find people you already know to play with, or go online against like tryhards. I don't want to say tryhards, I try hard. That's not something I don't think I should say that. That's more of like a high schoolism, calling people tryhard, I think. I should evolve past such a thing and increase maturity. Do I have a slam? I don't believe I do. I can't do any of this. Also, Donkey Factory Chunky, that's good to know. What's on the path to Kong's? Peanut? As a proud tryhard, you have my permission to say tryhard? Hey, Chunky! That's what I'm talking about. Let's see the blast course for fun. Is still your goat? Appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Oh, I missed the banana. What a fool I am. What an absolute fool. Do I get the... No, I'll get bananas somewhere else. I'll certainly get bananas somewhere else. I'll tell you what, we're doing good on nanners, but we're missing a lot of other things. I've abandoned barrels somewhere early in the game. That much is clear, but not a ton of stream left. I do want to get to work relatively. I usually start at 9 a.m.-ish Eastern. And it's not hard and fast, but it's good to keep myself in check. Because there's at least one person at work that knows I stream. I try not to advertise it too much because sometimes my stream leaks past when I start. And like, they don't hold me accountable to hours. They hold me accountable to production, which I value a lot in a company, but still, something feels slightly dirty about it. Like, it just feels like playing games on the job. But, you know, it's whatever. I haven't heard about an inquiry yet. We'll see. I got a new boss this week, which is pretty cool. Technically last week, but we have our first one-on-one this week, so that's exciting. I think they're more of like a hands-on information gatherer kind of thing. So it'll be good to work with them. Never had a manager I haven't liked, so I'm sure it'll go well. I think perhaps we're both organized, so I'll try and like gain some kinship with them through that. Maybe that'll go well. We will see. Well, I guess my action item for the day is to get a consistent schedule up there. I wonder if I posted at the beginning of the week. Maybe that's the case. I've seen some people just do like a like a YouTube community post with their schedule for the week, particularly if it. Oh boy, stay away from me. I'm out of music. Oh no, but I've got pineapples. Get wrecked, nerd. I've seen people just make YouTube community posts like with like a picture of what they're doing each day. Maybe that's it. Maybe I should just set the expectations at the beginning of the week. That itself might make it clear. Because I agree there is a chaotic aspect to it right now. I'll tell you what, I'm doing good with GBs, which feels like I haven't been good with GBs in a while. Is it 50 or 60 to get into? Either way. Let's get these nanners. Let's get that bread. Actually, let's just get the nanners. There's no value to bread in this world. No value at all to bread. What a shame, these monkeys. Just eating fruit. And nuts. Supposedly. They definitely have peanuts, but I've never seen them eat the walnut. We talk about the walnut in the DK rap, but there's an area walnut to be found in this game. It feels a little suspicious to me. I feel like most of the other stuff is in the game, though. But I suppose the writers of the DK rap were just looking for something to fit the melody, you know? I think I'll finish Factory and then call it. As for the schedule this week, I will post on Discord. If you would, at the very, very least, we'll be on at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. Eastern, Thursday and Friday. On Friday, we're going to do a wrecked seed, whatever that is, that Elrock made. And then Thursday will be some kind of variety stream to mix it up a little bit. Perhaps a Monkey Ball, perhaps. I'll only do Shadow of War if Jerry Bear's there, because that was his request specifically. We also owe Pyroki a Redemption Seed, so plenty to work through here. And it'll all be great. There might be some evening streams this week with, because I've got 4 Pokemon Draft League matches that are going to happen this week. Which is quite a bit. That's quite a bit. I'm excited for all of them, though. Three are Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire against people online for the Draft League World Cup. Qualifiers, series, whatever you call it. One of them is against the Mousehold Goat in my league, who last year got to playoffs with his big thing being that he sorry, one second. With his big thing being that he drafted Terra Mousehold, which it's definitely tricky. There's some newer people in the league, particularly that haven't played against, you know, some of these newer Pokemon yet, and not understanding what Mousehold does can definitely trip you up. You gotta get the Rocky Helmet, or you have to do Knockoff or Burn or something like that to basically handle the Terra Normal Wide Lens Population Bomb. But it's avoidable. There was actually we had a question, a poll in the league. We were like, there's Monkey Port. Should we ban or increase, not ban, should we Terra ban Mousehold or increase the point value for it? Which was, it's a fair conversation. Probably not super necessary, but we did end up changing it. It wasn't that bad. And there's some counterplay there, like if everybody starts running Rocky Helmet, then the Mousehold pretty much has to run protective pads, which inherently makes Mousehold a lot worse because you're probably not getting 10 hit population bombs, so that's pretty significant. Alrighty, gang, that was a good stream, but I think I do have to call it here. I hope everybody has a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and raid somebody. Hope... Oh, I will allow B Student Gaming to say this. Sorry, I wasn't keeping an eye on the Twitch specific chat, so I couldn't moderate this. Are you saying mouse hole like the anus of a small... I'm talking mouse hold, the Pokemon, which is a family, a cute family of mice that it's household plus mouse hold. Which is, I think it is a cute little Pokemon. I'm a fan of it, I would say. Alright, so nobody we know is streaming. Nobody in our category is streaming. Who is playing Melee? Nope, go back. Go back. Category, Melee. Alright, we've got people playing Melee. There's X-Pilot, don't know who that is. Twitch plays Melee. It's Plup. Love Plup. Yeah, let's go raid X-Pilot. So, everybody have a wonderful day. Please feel free to drop that the haunted homies are here in the chat. And we will see you Thursday for some good old, whatever it's gonna be. So... Haunted homies, yeah, thank you so much for joining. Happy Squirrel Appreciation Day. Go ahead and appreciate your favorite squirrel. And we'll see you soon.